Welcome back to the Michael Cohen Show on our continued journey to 250,000 subscribers. Look, we're less than 5,000 away. So hit the subscribe, watch, and share because there's a lot of information here. In fact, we should already be at 500,000. I'm the one guy who knows Trump better than anybody. I know the system better than anybody because I was there and I was a part of it. And I want to talk to you, for example, Fox News. Yeah, Fox News has embarrassed itself both on and off screen. An article came out on CNN which exposed Fox News for giving Trump team questions before a town hall that took place last January. So remember how often Trump said, oh, Hillary Clinton had questions or Joe Biden had questions or that they had provided Kamala Harris with questions and so on? Again, guilty mind. He knows what he receives. He knows what he would want. So he thinks everyone is exactly the same. Let's check it out. Let me show you the first one. The first post goes, Trump camp was fed questions for Fox News town hall in advance from person inside the network. The new book says. Go to the second one, where it turns around and says President-elect Donald Trump's team was given the questions asked by Fox News anchors at an Iowa town hall last January in advance by someone inside the network, according to a forthcoming book in what would be a serious breach of journalism ethics. Now, again, that's a joke if you're talking about Fox News, serious breach of journalism ethics. The report, which Fox said it plans to investigate, I call bullshit on that, comes from the forthcoming book, Revenge. Revenge by Alex Eisenstadt, the inside story of Trump's return to power, a national political reporter at Politico. He stole my book. He stole the name of my book, Revenge. Eisenstadt conducted more than 300 interviews for the book and is based on internal memos, notes, and recordings, as well as regular reporting trips to Palm Beach and a flight with Trump aboard his plane in June of 2023. Go to the third one. It turns around and it says, in two excerpts shared exclusively with CNN, Eisenstadt describes a deep relationship between Trump and those within Fox News. Oh my God, breaking fucking news, right? Eisenstadt reports that in January of 2024, then candidate Trump was set to hold a town hall with Iowa voters moderated by Fox News anchors Bret Baier and Martha MacCallum, though not all of Trump's advisors wanted him to attend. Let me be clear something. Bret Baier? I know Bret Baier. I know Bret Baier, of course, through Trump and through Fox and the whole team. Put up the fourth one. This is a joke. About 30 minutes before the town hall was due to start, a senior aide started getting text messages from a person on the inside at Fox. Holy shit, the team thought. There were images of all the questions Trump would be asked and the planned follow-ups, down to the exact wording. Jackpot. This was like a student getting a peek at the test before the exam started, Eisenstadt writes. And the last one. Asked about the account, a Fox spokesperson said, while we do not have any evidence of this occurring, bullshit to that, and Alex Eisenstadt was conveniently refused to release the images for fact-checking, we take these matters very seriously and plan to investigate should there prove to be a breach within the network. Now, let me be clear. All right. If it happened, I wouldn't be surprised. You listen to Jesse Waters, you listen to Bret Baier, you listen to Sean Hannity, and you turn around. Sean maybe doesn't give Trump the questions, but he's never asked a hardball question. Everything's a softball. And when Trump doesn't even get that proper, Sean turns around and he says, no, Mr. President, you don't really mean that you would go ahead and do X, Y, and Z, do you? I mean, you would. And Trump then he digs right in like a bull. He digs right in and says, no, I would consider doing it. I would consider doing it. Now, I want to show you a clip of a Fox host trying to claim that President Harry Truman I mean, talk about shit journalism, something about Fox and whether it's the New York Post. I mean, fucking Rupert Murdoch and that whole team, they should, I mean, you want to talk about misinformation, disinformation, malinformation? Look no further. They're trying to claim that President Harry Truman tried to buy Greenland in 1867. There's a real problem with that statement. You may say, well, tell us, Michael. Do tell. Here's the answer. Truman was born in 1884 and was president from 1945 to 1953. Here's the clip.
It actually is not the first time this has happened. They're calling the president-elect bananas and crazy for coming up with this idea. But by the way, this is not the first time that America has tried to buy Greenland. Back in 1867, Democratic President Harry Truman tried to buy Greenland for $100 million, which would be about a bill this, in our day and age, $1 billion. Didn't happen. Obviously, still very important. And as you mentioned, Jesse, has a lot of minerals. Very important for our country. I think the president may be onto something.
Yeah. Way to go, Rosanna. I mean, you should stick with the morning show talking about the news. And I know Rosanna for over 30 years, maybe even longer. I know the whole family. I'm so disappointed. First of all, do your homework. All right? I wish that somebody would have called her out right then and there. I know that you like to give Donald the good old, grease, but Harry Truman wasn't president at the time. Then Jesse Waters has the audacity. I think Jesse Waters is possibly the biggest joke on television. He had the audacity to say that if he was a citizen of another country, he would want the United States to take it over. Now, I can tell you, I have family that lives in Canada. They don't want to be Americans. They're proud Canadians. I have family that live in Israel. They don't want the United States to take over Israel. I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous. It's not just ridiculous. It's downright stupid. Play the clip.
I get it. You say that Americans don't have a problem with Canadians, and we don't. But it seems like you have a problem with us. Because if I were a citizen of another country and I was a neighbor of the United States, I would consider it a privilege to be taken over by the United States of America. That's what everybody else in the world wants, American citizenship. For some reason, that's repellent to you Canadians. And I find that personally offensive, Premier.
Yeah. First of all, he just conflated two different things. There are Canadian citizens who want to be American. My father, right? My father came to this country in the 1962 in order to teach head and neck reconstructive surgery at Manhattan Eye and Ear. Ended up meeting my mom, right? They got married about a year and a half later. Then they had my sister. Yeah, my dad wanted to remain in America. It's where his profession was, his wife, and now his first child out of 4. Yeah, he wanted it. And there was a path to citizenship. By the way, it took almost 11 years, but there was a path to citizenship. Jesse Waters is talking as if every citizen of every other country, simply because some of their people decide to come across to the United States, want to be taken over by the United States. And he is offended. This idiot and a half is offended that the Prime Minister of Canada just refuses to acknowledge that all Canadians want to be American. Look, let me turn around and say this. Then Jesse goes on and he shows some incredibly toxic behavior. Play that clip.
Because the fact that they don't want to become part of America makes me want to make them.
Yeah. Can we play that once again? It's so abhorrent. It really needs to be played a second time. Play that clip again.
Because the fact that they don't want to become part of America makes me want to make them.
Yeah, makes me want to make them. Do you know what he's referring to there? Military. See, Trump is trying to at least be measured, and he's talking about tariffs as the economic force to get them to do what he wants. Jesse Waters is pushing it even further. He's pushing it to military action. And that's disgraceful. They're an ally, they're a bordering neighbor, and they're a sovereign nation. And Jesse Waters is a fool. And as always, thanks for listening.
Hey everyone. First of all, thanks for watching. I mean, we're going to be posting daily episodes with reactions and talking about politics. We'll be talking about everything, in fact. So please like and subscribe. Join us on this journey.